want to convert from hex to decimal, I will show you the way. So I have a bunch of examples here. I'll walk you through this one and then a bunch more. All right. So we have 2f. This is in base 16. We're going to go to decimal, as in base 10. All right. So we're going to look at each digit, and we're going to turn them into their respective decimals. Okay. So keep in mind, each digit is a power of 16. F is 15, as a reminder. In hex, you've got 0 through 9, and then 10 through 15 are A through F. So we have a 2 and a 15. The 2 is at the 16 to the first digit spot, and the F, which is 15, that's at the 1 spot, or the 16 to the 0's power. Okay? So we have the 1's place, and then we have the 16's place, if you will. So we have 2 16s, that's 32. And then we have 15 1's. That makes our 47 in base 10. So that's what we're going to do. I want to do a couple of examples here where I'm going to have something in hex, and we're going to convert it into decimal. Okay, so let's say we have I don't know, 4BA. This is in base 16, and I'd love to know, what is this in base 10? Okay, so 4 is 4. Remember, 0 through 9, those are the first 10 options in hex. 11 is A. That would make 12 be B. So 11 is A and 12 is B. Now, keep in mind, each one of these digits is a power of 16. We have 16 to the 0, 16 to the first, and 16 to the second. Because that's what hexadecimal means. That means 6 and 10, so base 16. All right, so now we got to deal with some powers of 16 here, folks. So the 1's place, keep in mind, 16 to the 0, that's 1, that's not 0. So we have 11 1's. We have 12 times 16. That's our 16's digit. That makes 192. And then 16 squared, that's 256. We have 4 of those, which puts us at 1024. So we have 1024, 192, and 11. If we put all those together, we'll get 1227. Keep in mind that's in base 10. Let's do one more for good measure. Let's just have a bunch of letters because it's so off-putting. A, C, F, D. All right, this one will be wild. So let's say we are given this number. This number is in base 16. Remember, we're going to unpack in hex 0 through 9 are the first 10 options. A is 11, B is 12, C is 13. Recall F was 15, and D was 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay? So we kind of pick off each digit, and now we have to reiterate that we have powers of 16 here. Here's the 1's digit, that's 16 to the 0. Here's the 16's. Here's the 256's, and here's the 16 to the third power, whatever that might be. Now we're just going to clean up each piece or part. So we have 14 1's. Recall again, 16 to the 0 is not 0, it's 1. Then we have 16 by 15. It's just 240. We have 13 256's, so that's 13 times 256, that's 3328. And then we have the 16 to the third power, so that's 256 times one more 16. That's the 4096th digit. We have 11 of those. 45,056. This one I'll do out by hand just to model. You want to line up, you have 3,328. We have 240. Notice how I'm lining up the ones, the tens, the hundreds. And I have 14. Now I'm going to put all this together. That's 10 and 8. That's 18. 8 ones carry a 10. We've got 8, 12, 13, 6. We've got 8 thousands and 4 10,000s. Wow. So, I mean, if you can do this, you can do anything. If you can deal with numbers that have letters in them, you're doing great. And again, this is in base 10. And that, my friends, is how you convert from hex base 16 to decimal base 10.